So let me be clear. Father involvement is not the only variable in the boy crisis. There are about 10 causes of the boy crisis. Some are environmental, some are the purpose for it, like I mentioned before, but some are this historical gap between heroic intelligence and health intelligence. But more than any other single thing of the 10 causes of the boy crisis is lack of father involvement, either minimal father involvement or no father involvement.
When we talk about the health crisis, the sperm counts of men and things
Yes.
like that, it has to do with the growing amount of estrogen in our water.
When we talk about that aspect of the boy crisis, yes, we're talking about the propensity of us as a nation and as a world.
So when we talk about young men's sperm count, how it's drastically lower, how much is it lower and why is it lower?
It's lower by about 50% than it was in a generation before. And one of the reasons it's lower, and one of the reasons that girls are developing more quickly and boys are developing less quickly, is because when we throw plastics near streams and near lakes like Lake Apopka in Florida, those plastics leach. They leach something called phthalates. Those phthalates mimic estrogen. The mimicking of estrogen increases the speed at which women develop puberty faster than it used to, and it decreases the speed that males reach puberty than they used to. So we've always had a gap between girls and females, girls and boys' maturity. Girls have almost, for a long period of time, and in most cultures, become mature more quickly than boys do. Now that gap is just increasing. And then we're doing crazy things. We're asking boys to be the less mature sex, to risk sexual rejection from the more mature sex. We're saying sex is dirty, where we're saying you, the less mature sex, should initiate the dirt. You should know what you're doing, when you're doing it, why you're doing it, and you should feel probably badly about being so focused on sex and pornography, but being afraid to risk it with real life women, when in fact nobody explains to you that pornography is access to a large variety of attractive women without fear of rejection. And yet we just shame boys for reaching out toward pornography, and also don't educate them that they're really harming their brain when they get addicted to pornography. And to say nothing of the fact that they're building up expectations of women that will make them almost 100% likely to have failed relationships with women. So it's everybody loses.